Most of us grow up believing that if we work hard enough, you can get anything you want. Good grades, a good job, respect, comfort. The world runs on effort and achievement. It's easy to think that heaven works the same way. If I follow the 10 Commandments, if I go to church, if I check off a to-do list of how to be a good Christian, that's how I'll get to heaven. But the truth is, it just doesn't work that way. You don't get to go to heaven because you are good. You go to heaven because Jesus is good and because you trust in him completely. This weekend, we talked about the passage from Luke's biography of Jesus' life, where Jesus answers the question, how do I get to heaven? Now, yes, the 10 Commandments do matter, but what Jesus emphasizes in the story that he shares in response is that salvation isn't something you earn or work your way into or check off. No checklist can make you right with God. The young ruler in Jesus' story tried. He said, I've kept them, meaning the commandments, all for as long as I can remember. But Jesus responds with an invitation that flips the script. Jesus asks the young ruler to let go of what he still clings to and trust him completely. Jesus makes it clear that heaven isn't earned, it's received. Salvation is a gift, and in response to that gift, we open our hands and trust him with our whole heart. The Apostle Paul reminds us of this in his letter to the church in Ephesus when he says, "For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith, and this is not from yourselves. It is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast." In other words, your salvation is not a paycheck for good behavior. It's not a gold star for best effort. Rather, it's a gift that is completely undeserved and freely given because Jesus just loves you that much. I invite you to reflect. Are you still trying to prove yourself to God? Are you carrying guilt or pride or a quiet belief that you have to work your way into his love? I encourage you to take the time to sit with Jesus and let him remind you that you don't have to earn what he has already finished for you. Let his grace quiet the pressure and lift the weight off your shoulders. Rest in the truth that his love isn't something you achieve, it's something that you receive.